What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Coming at you with yet again another perfume experience. And for today, I have none other than Amouage Dia, or Dia by Amouage, and this is the man version, if I can get the camera to focus, which doesn't seem like it's happening. Here we go. Okay, so we will get going with this perfume experience. We will go over the perfume description, the notes, and the musing, as well as the perfumer that have created this for Amouage. And then we will go through me experiencing it as per usual on this channel. But before we get started, and as per tradition, make sure to grab yourself a snack or your favorite bevy, like in my case, a cafe. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the content heading your way. As I'm recording this, there's a storm out there, so it is both fascinating and terrifying. And I'm also half asleep, so that's why I need the coffee. Okay. For those of you that are curious about today's beans, they're from Ecuador, and they have the notes of peaches and raspberry, which is fantastic. I like acidic coffees. Alrighty. So, product description is woody spicy, elegant day wear to complement Amouage Gold. This well-rounded chiffre fragrance is a fine example of tasteful subtlety. Okay. Notes. Top notes are cistus, bigarad, cardamom, frankincense, labdanum. Heart notes are peony, ylang ylang, orris, and plum. Base notes are vetiver, leather, patchouli, amber, and palisander. And in terms of the music, Dia Man, Treasures of Oman. A scorching wind carrying vigorous scents of bitter orange and cardamom gushes through the silent streets of Muscat, where fumes of royal frankincense and austere cistus labdanum perpetually dance. From Roba al-Khali, or Kali, desert rises the fragrance of distant oases, vaporous peonies, fleshy ylang ylang, and plums deliciously candied in the light of an eternal sun anchor their exquisite roundedness in a bed of earthy cocoa-like iris. Altogether, they finally meet the fogs and ephemeral jungles of Salalah under the monsoon, heavy with aromas of dense and damp patchouli, dry green vetiver, warm leather, and glorious amber. An eclectic chiffre inspired by the natural wonders of Oman, Dia Man is a prime example of tasteful subtlety. And the perfumer is Bertrand Duchaufour, a prolific and iconoclastic master perfumer. Bertrand Duchaufour is well known for a profuse and unexpected style, reflecting his utter mastery of the art. A tireless globe trotter, he often draws inspiration from his countless and vivid travel memories. Obviously, I'm dyslexic today, or autistic, or whatever they all may be, because I can read. So I need more coffee, need more jet fuel, rocket fuel. Man, my coffee's slow today. Okay. So, first of all, so this is the sampler you get from Amouage. Their samplers are amazing, you guys. And the bottle quality is excellent. The sprayer is excellent. The quantity you get for what you pay is excellent, and it's as good as straight out of a bottle. So some of the better samplers out there. In the case of Dia Man here, we have a slightly creamy, champagne-like almost colored fluid slash liquid. And without further ado, let's smell it. By the way, this is the first perfume that I've ever smelled that had peony in it. If you guys don't know what peonies are, they're these very gorgeous fleshy flowers, and they come in different colors. They have a very subtle sense. You get them more for their looks rather than their scent. So it's interesting for me to be able to smell peony in a perfume. Most importantly, I cannot even begin to imagine how many peonies they used and how much it cost, because peonies only are around for a very short time during summer and they don't grow everywhere. So they're very, very delicate, you guys. They can actually, if you don't get the temperature right, they rot very quickly. Like, it's one of those flowers that is stunningly gorgeous, very nice to look at. Some of them have a very delicate, nice scent, but it's just, yeah, it's not exactly an easy flower to work with. Okay. Let me smell like subtle luxury. Alright, so just to show you guys, so here is the spray print, because I didn't press on it hard, so we got just a little bit. It's very subtle, and it is a bit oily, but it's not overly oily. And I'm not sure if the camera will capture this, but my skin already pretty much absorbed it. There's just a light hue of the oils in it, and that's just the natural oils slash resins in there, just sitting there. Okay. Wow. This, ladies and gentlemen, is just sheer utter class. Wow. Wow. This goes so well with my coffee. This is very, very... Wow. I'm gonna go ahead and say it before the end of this upload. This is one of those perfumes that are full bottle worthy. This is just, whoa. It's luxurious, it's elegant, it's sophisticated, it's classy. I wouldn't go as far as saying as opulent, but bordering on opulent. It's mature, it's creamy, it's pleasant, it's high value. Wow. It's clean. This is, whoa. This is so good. So good. It's formal. Okay, these are just some of the things that come to mind as I smell this. And for some reason also, even though it doesn't smell old, but it gives old money vibes to it. This is really nice, you guys. Wow. I mean, I've liked the Amouages that I've tried on and I've put out there for you guys so far, but this is probably up there for me personally. Okay, so the good news about this is that even though it has so many notes in there, it is so well blended that it's a bit tough to pick on notes separately. The predominant notes that are coming across aren't the resins or any of the other notes, but more the florals, which is surprising. So if you look at the top notes, you have cistus, bigarad. So bigarad is more like an orange citrus kind of note. Cardamom, frankincense, and labdanum. So you get slight orangish hue to this, but it's not the predominant note in here whatsoever. Look at other things like cistus, cardamom, frankincense, labdanum. You can't really pick on them. The top note is actually very subtle, and even when you do detect it, it's more of that orange citrus. Now look at the heart note. You have peony, ylang ylang, orris, and plum. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the predominant layer of notes in here. Peony, you're getting it in spades. Ylang ylang, you're getting orris, you're getting plum. Yes, you're getting that slight plummy note in there. And then you look at the base note, which has vetiver, leather, patchouli, amber, and palisander. You can't really pick on it. So the top note and the base notes in here act to accentuate the heart note of full of florals. And honestly, it is just stunningly gorgeous and fantastic. I wouldn't want it any other way. I mean, you have so many perfumes that are predominantly spice leading and resin leading or vetiver / leather leaning. In this, they act as supporting characters for the heart note, being the floral, peony, ylang ylang, and orris, and then you have the plum. Wow, this is so nice. Okay. So, let's set the context for this. Yours truly, if you've been around enough on this channel, is a lover of the Mediterranean. In particular, the southern coast of France, Mediterranean. So, here's how, personally, I see the person, being myself, wearing this. I would wear nice long white linen shirt with nice loose, almost baggy, like white pants, linen also, on some really nice flip-flops / slippers. I jump in my 1960s E-Type. I drive down the coast of southern France between Nice and Saint-Tropez, where I go park my E-Type Jaguar, jump out of it, get on my yacht, and go out and party in the Mediterranean. Okay? If that doesn't say old money, classy, while having fun, I don't know what would. This is that kind of a scent, okay? Wow. And it's very clean too. But anyways, that's just what comes to my mind when I think of this. Now, let's talk some stats, okay? In terms of performance. Now, I do agree with the descriptive where they said that this one is a bit more on the delicate side. It's not strong performance-wise, and I'm gonna go on a limb and say not even medium. I'm gonna say performance-wise somewhere between low and medium. So performance, trail, and sillage isn't that great, okay? But frankly, who cares? When this smells that good, you wanna apply as many sprays as you can off it to smell that good, okay? So while the performance of it, I'm gonna go ahead and say sub-medium, okay? You know what? You're gonna wear this for your own enjoyment. It most certainly will garner compliments if people are very close to you within your sort of personal space. But honestly, projection, trail, and sillage is gonna be weak with this one unless you spray a ton of it, okay? And why would you want to do that, right? Like, just accept the fact that this is meant for personal enjoyment, okay? This is why it's subtle and delicate. If you've ever seen a peony flower, it is subtle and delicate, okay? So this perfume plays perfectly to that. So keep in mind, performance is low to medium, okay? In terms of seasonality, hands down, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a summer scent. Okay, the way this is when it comes to its florals speaks summer. Okay, I don't think it's gonna do that well in spring, fall, or winter, just because you get cold temperature. And for this to shine a bit and get a bit of an oomph, you need that hot summer weather to help it out a bit on your skin. In terms of time of day where you would wear this, I do agree with the descriptive. This is a morning scent. It's very clean. It's very refined. Afternoon and evening just won't do it justice. If anything, in the evening, even if you're, let's say, to go out, socializing and or clubbing, let's say, listen, every other scent around you is gonna drown this. Okay, this is more of a morning scent and sort of close proximity, intimate group of people, you know, kind of a scent, or a scent you wear for yourself. Otherwise, it's just gonna get easily drowned out, okay, in the mass crowds. With respect to how you would dress this, I'm gonna say formal to semi-formal. This will do actually perfect with a suit. It's such a clean and classy, refined and elegant scent, and it does give off formal tones to it, but it's not an uptight formal in an accountant or lawyer kind of a way. It's a formal in a fashion designer, architect kind of a way. There's creativity to it. There's no boredom to it, okay? So it's fun in that way. It's inviting, it's intriguing, and gets you to be curious about the person wearing it. Meanwhile, if you wear, I don't know, a perfume that an accountant or a lawyer wears, you have zero interest unless they're helping you out with something, okay? So formal to semi-formal. I personally, as much as I would wear this on a suit, I most likely would wear it more in leisure clothing. Like I said, you know, a loose fitted flowing linen shirt on a loose fitted flowing linen pants with my nice comfortable leather slippers in my non-existent E-Type Jaguar driving down the Mediterranean. But this is that kind of a scent, okay? Casual, you won't do it justice, all right? Obviously, this is a masculine scent. There's a feminine version of it. I haven't smelt it, so I can't comment on that, but this one works perfectly as a masculine profile kind of a scent. So, you know, it's good to go in that sense. As a dude, you don't have to worry about whether it's feminine leaning, masculine, it's masculine leaning, right? Without being sort of obtrusive or overbearing. Now, with that said, would I recommend Dia Man? 100% yes. Get your nose on it, get your wallet on it, cop it. This is full bottle worthy in terms of the Amouage line. However, if you're hesitant about it, it's very easy to get the samplers off of the Amouage website. Now, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but Amouage just started shipping to Canada recently, and the website is glitchy and a pain in the ass to put an order through. And I'm not really sure why that is the case, but depending on where you are, it might take you a few tries to get your order through, so just be patient with it. It works. It's just the way the website is arranged is clunky. Otherwise, honestly, fantastic perfume. Highly recommend. I'm halfway through the sampler. Once I'm done with this, I'm definitely going for a full bottle because I can see myself wearing this on a daily basis. The only just downside to this is just the performance. I kind of wish it was a bit stronger. It isn't that strong, so maybe just keep in mind that if you do get this, you need a few more sprays, or you are comfortable with the delicate scent profile of it. Okay? With that said, you guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. As per usual, very much appreciate your time and attention, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.